rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What it is, it's your boys, Teddy and LaQuil, reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS, straight from the top of the key. Teddy, like, what did I miss? Ah, man, look, you weren't here. Don't worry about it.
What's up, man?
Man, chilling like a villain. Chilling.
Just get it. Let's get straight into it, huh? Kevin Durant expected to make his return tonight.
He did that.
Was y'all excited or unfazed by his return? I'm gonna start off saying I don't really care. But don't make me no difference.
Yeah, I got enough, bro. yeah, I got enough going on.
He said, now how the hell I'm gonna concern myself with another team when my team ain't got it together?
We get worried about them over there. We got to worry about us right now. I feel you.
And it's real. We got enough problems going on. I ain't worry about what they got going on.
Well, how you feel, Quill?
Durant looked like Durant tonight.
Like, no, I'm saying like when you seen that he was coming back, was you like ecstatic? You was like,
I don't know. When I see KD coming back, I'm just ready for everybody, for Curry to come back and get back. And that's really the only thing I thought about was like, okay, now he back. Okay, LeBron out. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown came back last game. Everybody seemed to get back. You know what I'm saying? It look real when Curry come.
yeah.
when I got gonna get back. That's all I'm worried about.
When I read that he was coming back, I was just like, And of course, I'm just eager to see what it looked like because you got some teams when they come together, they kind of mesh like the first few games with the Nets, the Lakers, they kind of meshed. You got teams that don't really get it going, like the Mavs. So I'm just like, where do they fall on this spectrum? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So it was just, I was eager to see. I was intrigued. But
they beat a star-deprived Hornets team.
That's what I was gonna say. And that was the other thing. I was like, I kind of felt conflicted. Like, do I want you to come back and play against a team that's like, all right, this is a competitive game, or do I want you to like, can I appreciate your return when you can kind of take it easy? So I was conflicted on that end, but I mean, he came back when he was ready, so I expected him to be ready, and he looked ready.
As many games as possible to be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So no matter when he come back, he needs to play as many games with his new team that he never played with as possible together.
I mean, I still would have loved to see him come back when they played the Bucks, though.
That's why he might be gonna play against the Bucks. He gotta play. He gotta play in all that they need. They need.
No, I'm saying I would have enjoyed if he'd have came back. Like if that was the Suns versus the Bucks. That's what I'm saying.
But I would rather see him game 2 against the Bucks instead of game 1. I'd rather see him after he's had a run and got some legs under him. I'd rather see KD against the Bucks instead of first game back against the Bucks. I don't think he's out all the way KD yet.
Yeah,
so I'd rather see closer to KD, even if this was game 3 or 4 or 5 against the Bucks. I'd rather see KD against the Bucks than just return against. I'd rather him return against a nobody and get another game against a nobody. I'd rather him get closer to where we gonna start seeing Kevin Durant and Booker together instead of this,
I mean, he looked like Kevin Durant though. 10,
but he don't because 15. he don't really, you know what I'm saying? 10 for 15. Yeah, he was 10 for 14. He missed his last shot. He was 10 for 14. He was cool. He was chilling. Like he didn't have to take that last one. So he looked like KD because he don't really exert a lot of. He not a ball dominant need to do a lot. He just catch the ball, get one dribble, two dribble, pull up. He's 7 foot. You're not gonna get to it. It's real easy.
Yeah.
So And then when you playing with Booker, when you playing with a Kyrie, when you playing with a Steph, life is easy because now you can't really double team. You can't double team.
And I think that's what it was for Booker. Life was easy for Booker because all the attention was on KD.
Yeah, like with Aiden out there, with Chris Paul doing what he do, just setting up the offense. You know what I'm saying? Life get real easy when you got a bunch of players. Booker don't like double teams. Y'all remember Booker don't like double teams. Come on, man. We know Booker don't like.
What that remind you of, though? In a sense, it's just not as good. Co-stars with KD. That remind you of when he was on the Warriors. You can't afford to double team nobody on the Warriors because everybody could shoot. Everybody could score.
Looking at this team, they don't have depth like the Warriors did. And
I'm
even
talking
back
about
then,
with
the Warriors
his supporting cast. It's like, worry about you can't afford to double team KD. Yet again, he gonna have one-on-one play because Devin Booker gonna get you a bucket. DeAndre Ayton can give you a bucket. Chris Paul can give you one.
I mean, I wouldn't even give him that. You could say the same thing when he was on the Nets.
Them boys played on the court together. What?
2 games,
right? How many times them boys played together?
But I think even still, like this style of play, like having Draymond on the Warriors and having a real setup offense where you have orchestrated offense for a player like KD works better than ISO. Even though he's a great ISO player, but having an ISO ball with him and Kyrie wasn't the same when they had James Harden. James Harden's a setup player. It was a lot easier with James Harden. So when James Harden not there and when they can't even get on the court together, now you're back to one-on-one basketball. But then you get here with Chris Paul, not Mikal Bridges, but Campaign. You get here with these 2 point guards. Now it's back to coming off the picks and just shooting. Ball already in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Great back screens, getting to this pocket. Everybody getting easy jumpers because so much attention on me and Booker. Now all the 3-point shooters, Damian Lee and all the rest of the East shooters in the corner, they wide open.
Don't say his name.
Hey, he a shooter. They got shooting 40-some%. Hey, when you shooting 40-some%, you gotta be mentioned. So you got all these people around that just eat up shots because they demand so much attention. Look at Aiden tonight, 16 and 16. A lot of them rebounds, it wasn't even nobody near him. Like because now Aiden got ain't the ball falling in his hands. Like he ain't never had basketball this easy. So it's like everybody having easy basketball when so much attention's on Booker and KD. I want to be a shooter out there. Put me in the corner. I go three for 4, 3 for 5. Wide open. It's the perfect team for PJ Tucker. This is the perfect team for PJ Tucker.
Facts.
We're gonna see when they play a little more talented, defensive oriented team. See how it works.
That's gonna be the thing where that extra defender gonna come from too, or that real lockdown defender when they play on a real one of them boys, JTs or somebody. One of them.
You can survive if you can survive those first 8 to 10 minutes. Might be able to rock with them. Let them boys get too far ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see who they got coming up. Who they got coming up? Let me look and see. So they got the Bulls next.
That's gonna be fun.
Pat Bev. They got the Bulls next. Then where are we? The Bulls. Then they got the Mavericks on Sunday. Kyrie, KD reunion. Then they got OKC, Sacramento, Golden State, the Bucks. So that right there gonna be a nice.
They got a tough schedule coming up.
Yes, yeah, because it's It's Golden State then the Bucks back to back. So which one of them games KD gonna play against? I think if I'm KD, I'm gonna play the Warriors. I'm not trying to go against Giannis because even when KD was healthy, he wasn't trying to go against Giannis.
He ain't on minute restrictions. Is he played 20-something minutes today?
But a lot of time when they just come back, they don't play back to back.
26 minutes.
You got him back to back like
literally
day after back to back.
Literally back to back. So they play the 3rd, the 5th, the 8th. So it's kind of like every other day, right? Between the 5th and the 8th, you got 2 days. But then you got the 8th, the 11th, the 13th, the 14th. So that 13th, 14th is the Warriors and the Bucks. So around that time, Curry's supposed to be back. Hopefully Wiggins back by that time too.
They might have to play because now it's getting down to the wire. These games is counting.
Yeah, I think
don't have to play.
The way that they team is built now, it caused matchup problem with switches and everything with Aiden. Because not even just KD and Booker, because KD and Booker gonna get their thing off. But with Aiden, he's a problem down there too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but then you got this where Cam Johnson would have came in handy at Jay Crowder because you got Ogie out there. That's when you kind of like, all right, leave Ogie alone.
Hey, you can't. No, that's the thing. You can't leave him alone because he gonna hit that. He gonna knock it down.
I mean, I'm taking that goose egg he had tonight.
Shooters around. They got shooters around them.
But I'm saying out of all of the people in that starting lineup, you would take your chances with Ogie. And that's what they did tonight. He was 0 for 4. They took their chances with Ogie. So it just Terry Rozier, he was 6 for 19. I watching him, he's just blowing layup, missing free throw. That boy, you can't make a damn bucket. Yeah. Now let's get on to these injuries. These injuries are inevitable, forever changing the nature of the game, how we play it, how we appreciate it, how we hate it, So with the injuries, we got Steph Curry. He got his left leg injury. He's eyeing his return next week amidst that 3-game road trip that they have next week. Then you got LaMelo, got the fractured ankle. He was out indefinitely, but he just had a successful surgery on that ankle, so he's out for the rest of the season. So he's finna be on that couch with his other 2 ball brothers. So this is going to be the first season since Lonzo got drafted. Not for real, but since LaMelo got drafted, we have not had a ball brother in the NBA on that court. Then you got Zion Williamson. He still got that right hamstring strain. So they're going to reevaluate him. They're going to do some imaging within about a week or 2. So that way they can go ahead and figure out when he coming back. But I'm going to tell you right now, Zion, you in the same predicament you've been in some of them previous seasons where you trying to come back at the beginning of the playoffs. That ain't gonna work. Unless you in the lab in Gotham City with Bruce Wayne. That's the only way it's gonna work. If you ain't doing that, it's not gonna work, brother. So if you don't come back by mid-March, yeah, it's it. Because you only got 1 week in April. Then it's playoffs. LeBron James, right foot injury. They're going to reassess him in 2 weeks. So down goes Frazier with the Lakers. Not only that, tonight AD sits out with a right foot stress. So he's on a day-to-day basis. I kind of think it's them, like, I don't really know what they're doing. Maybe they kind of who they playing right now. The Lakers versus
they beat OKC.
So I think, no SGA and they missed some other people. So I think they're like, this is probably the game. They don't really got a big. They playing both of the Jay Williams. They saying this is the game we can win. So they trying to take it easy with AD because they understand with LeBron James being out for an extended period of time, we all know you put too much weight on AD, he crumbled. So we're going to try to take him and play him in a way that supports us. And y'all were able to get the win without him. So that's big for y'all. Hopefully that's all it is, because this is the same stress that took him out earlier this season, that kept him out for an extended period of time earlier this season. It's the same thing. So hopefully it's just them being cautious and trying to tend to him being fragile versus this is a real big thing with the Lakers. Because if that's the case, we already counting you out because it ain't even just about y'all winning games. Y'all have to win games and other teams have to continue to lose games. But as you lose and they win, or you lose and they lose, or you win and they win, that doesn't help you at all. So, yeah. So hopefully everybody come back healthy and enough time to be meaningful. But we already know that ain't gonna be the case. But that's just what it is. So, what do y'all take from some of those injuries? Whether it's players not coming back or players that they out now. What are y'all thoughts on that? Any of them?
Zion need to come save the team.
Mavericks.
Zion need to come save their team because them boys was what, number 2 at
number
one point?
They're number 1.
Yeah, they was number 1 early in the season, but they was rocking at like number 2 and 3. Now
I think they were number 1 up until he went out.
Now these boys is below 500 and struggling. I think out of all the people, that injury is the biggest. The Lakers been losing. They'll win some, they lose some, but they've been down and out the entire season. So it don't even matter if them boys playing or not. It's been a consistent downhill stretch for them. And then the Warriors, they win without Steph. They lose without Steph, but they also win without Steph. So it's definitely not as big a deal as Zion being out. Now LaMelo, maybe him sitting out might give them some hope for getting a nice draft pick for next year to get him some help. They may say, go ahead, LaMelo, you go ahead and sit this one out. You know, we like your 25 and 5 and 5, but go ahead and sit the rest of this season out. Don't even try to make a comeback because they're not making the playoffs or the play in. They done for. So you might as well just try to get a situation where they get a decent draft pick. How I feel about that situation. And Steph Curry,
we know what you want to say. You want to say fuck him.
Nah. When he come back, if he come back original, every time Steph Curry come off his injuries, he always been the same player, like he ain't never left. He come back and he do his thing, y'all gonna be all right.
No, the same thing as last year. He finna come back right before the playoffs, find his groove, and be well rested.
Yeah, so if he do what he normally do, y'all gonna be all right. I've never seen Steph come off of an injury, come back and not be the same guy like some other players. So I definitely gonna need him to win.
Yeah.
With the stacked West, I definitely gonna need him to win. So I want to see what type of Steph Curry come back.
Yeah. But as I said from the beginning of the season, the way we have carried ourselves throughout the season, it's about developing that supporting cast. So now you see in these games where no Steph, no Wiggins, you got big games, momentum shifters from Kuminga, Ty Jerome able to come in and apply pressure.
You talking about that duck momentum swing? That was a duck, but then old buddy came back.
But you gotta think, buddy came back and dunked on Draymond, but they was already down 20 at that point. So it's like
it was, but at the end of the day, what matters is I got that dub. But yeah, boy.
But you gotta think, we won by 19. We were down 23. That's a 40-point swing.
It is, but what they gonna show on SportsCenter?
It don't matter what they show on SportsCenter. You know what they gonna also show on SportsCenter? They gonna show that score. That's what they gonna show. They gonna show the score.
This boy Draymond, I'm still a 4-time champion.
Nah, Draymond took it. He went out of bounds. Dudes in his face. He just moved him out of his face. You know what I'm saying? So it's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. If you get blocks, look at Drake. Draymond had a block or two that game. So he got a block by doing what? Contesting at the rim. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. It's part of the game. He ain't fall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you seen what Triple J did to AD. I mean, that was crazy. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Take the ball out, run up the
Exactly. But you already that was on some get back shit, because Kaminga just posted. But Kaminga dunked on 3 of them. But Sharp, he put that bitch back and tied his shoelaces with one hand. So it was a nice dunk. I was like, shit. But then I looked at the scoreboard and said, y'all are down 20. So all you got at this point are highlight plays. That's the only thing you can live for at this moment. Highlight plays.
So he gonna take back with him church. Man. All right, what else we got?
If I'm Draymond, this is how I sit at every table when people want to do stuff like that. I sit like this at every table. You know why? They show all 4 of these fingers. They got a ring on. so you keep doing it. I'll be sitting there like, okay.
You're champion. He is champion.
4 times over.
You're champion, so yeah, the best of the best been dunked on. Mike been dunked on. LeBron been dunked on. You say it's a part of the game, but it showed like a tickle me moment. I said, "Dang, you got that get back."
I mean, we already know why you was tickled. You ain't have much else to look at that night.
Nah, it's progress for us. We're gonna get there in the topic, but it's progress. At least somebody taking the shot now. At first, we playing hot potato with the ball, but at least now somebody taking the shot.
On me.
So it's getting better. Now we just got to start knocking them down. But before we get into that, we talk about the true kings of the East. Who's that guy in the East? Who are those guys in the East? Quail said ain't nobody in the East. Ain't no kings in the East. Quail said, you said what? You said there ain't no kings in the East. I mean, that's the West.
Yeah, he said the West.
The East.
For the whole season, for the most part, it looked like it's the Celtics. But the way the Bucks on this, 15, 16 game win streak, I got to go back and count. They not playing around. Any team, if they go against a team like the Magic, they win against the Magic. They blow them out. So any game they supposed to win, they win. Any game they supposed to beat ass, they beat ass. So I'm just looking at it like, are these the true kings of the East? Yeah, he's showing up in good fashion.
night.
I see them at this rate. It's gonna be a tough one between them and the Celtics.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be
a good series if they score out.
A tough one. It's really between. It seems as though it's really between the Celtics and the Bucks to come out this East. Celtics finally beat the Cavs this year.
Yeah, that's 16 in a row. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they finally beat the Cavs. I just 44 for Donovan Mitchell, 41 for Jason Tatum. Whatever you put up, that man can put up, and then some.
Case and he rebound too. You had 33 rebounds between 3 players.
You expect that from Al Horford and Rob Williams III. So Jason Tatum, anytime Jason Tatum giving you double-digit rebounds, it's definitely an eye opener.
Yeah.
Because every time he give you double-digit rebounds, he also giving you 35 plus points to go with it. You say what, Quill?
This season, JT is their leading rebounder.
He's what?
JT. This season, JT has the most rebounds on their team. Like JT's.
I mean, I could see it because you got to think. There's a lot of games Robert Williams ain't play.
That Robert Williams come back and Robert Williams had 10 rebounds. JT had 10 rebounds in that same.
But you got to think them games he came back, he was limited minutes.
Limited minutes, and JT has been giving you 7-8 rebounds every night.
Yeah, he averaged 8.7.
So it's like he has been doing that all season, whereas the season before he was still giving you 6 and 5 and 6, but he also been giving you 4, 5 assists too.
Mm-hmm.
Like JT has elevated his overall basketball play. He's the man on it. Like not like in
I
every
feel like
category. He's the
that's a
man on
team where
it.
that's a
Like,
team that's just playing together. Like you said, when them teams that play together for a long time, like the Warriors and stuff like that, pretty much they core team came back and balling together. You played 2 full seasons, and the Celtics have not been hit with injuries like all the other heavy hitting teams. Celtics ain't had no
I mean, the
detrimental
Celtics,
injuries
they've
like
had their
that.
fair share. You had Marcus Smart go out. You had Jalen
Jaylen
Brown go
Brown.
out. Jason
But
Tatum went out.
they
Robert Williams was
weren't
out.
out for a long time. Like Steph Curry missing months.
I mean, Robert Williams was.
Zion
Steph Curry
Williams
ain't missed
missing.
months. I mean, together he missed months, yes, but
Zion Williams missing extended period of time. Like
oh
they've
yeah,
been
Zion been out since the beginning of January.
these teams missing significant amount of time together, and they ain't even get to play together. They ain't even get no.
Yeah,
The Celtics been able to play together
Yeah,
and
but
play.
also all the best teams have that one or two players that every night they giving they chunk of the stat sheet, right? They giving they same chunk every night. My 31 points that we give 116 points tonight. We average 108 points as a team. I get my 33 every night. I get my 8 rebounds out of the 50 that we average every night. I do mine every night. But then when you got 4 or 5 players that's veterans that do they same thing every night, now you got reliable players to count on. And then when you got JB, he got another 30 over there. It's gonna get
that boy
interesting in the playoffs,
JB,
bro.
that
It's
boy
gonna get
JB
interesting in the
just a
playoffs.
bucket. He
That's what
just
I'm
a bucket.
saying. It's gonna get interesting in the playoffs because you know Drew gotta guard somebody, one of the two. Giannis gotta, and I don't even count out the Sixers over there. Like I know we know these two teams like that, but when it comes to matchup playoffs, 7 games,
Hey,
Embiid
them
could
the
go
two.
get you 40.
Them the two you can argue the Kings in the East, but since post All-Star break, the Sixers have been looking polished. The Sixers have been going in, putting in work, winning, winning, winning. So,
And why is that? Playing together.
look, I think the Sixers trying to make an argument like, hey, they may be that, but we still this, and give us opportunity, we'll do something. So, yeah, you definitely can't rule out the 76ers. I think the Heat are a done deal. They not gonna do anything. So I just really think those are teams. The Celtics, the Bucks, they're gonna be in the conference finals. The Sixers gonna try to do something, and they might end up shocking somebody if you don't show up. They might end up shocking you.
They're gonna have to play the Bucks if the Celtics remain on top.
They're gonna have to play one of them. Yeah,
they want to play the Bucks because the Celtics would probably be.
Celtics number 2.
The Celtics number 2.
Yeah,
And the
Bucks
is number 1.
They're half
so
game behind.
If the Bucks win out and they number 1 and the Celtics is number 2 and the 76ers number 3,
and B gonna have to beat both.
They're gonna have to play the Celtics. They're gonna have to play the Celtics.
You're gonna have to beat both of them to get to the final.
Exactly.
If you want to get to the final, you're gonna have to go
beats
through
both of them to get to the finals, that is an amazing playoff run.
Hey, yeah, you beat JT and Giannis. Yeah, they didn't set at 1 and 2. You didn't have to go down and come back up, injury and all that. They didn't set at the top all
year.
Yeah.
They got. I don't see them doing
that.
But
only other team that jumped up there was the Nets for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Would you be shocked? That'd be a shocker. That'd be a shocker. They'd be both of them.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That'd be a shocker.
That's more than consistent balling. Like your team doesn't even stack up to those teams. Like those teams have depth out the ass.
One of them on a 15-game win streak. One is set at number 1 all year long. They're on a different tier. They're on a different tier of basketball right now. So yeah, he beat and B going there and beat both of them. Yeah.
He deserved it.
You deserve
But then
everything
you
you
gotta
get,
think, if Embiid go in there and beat both of them, and then let's say he gets an NBA championship, he deserved it. Cause then he had to beat like the Warriors in the finals,
Hey,
the Suns in the finals, the Nuggets in the finals. He had to beat one of them teams. So
he don't have to go through 3 MVPs to get him a champion. Anybody, you don't have to go through 3 MVPs to get you a championship out the East. That's just period. No
That
matter
would
who
be
you are.
that would be an extremely up there championship run in modern day for Embiid to do something like that.
But it don't matter if JT do it. He gonna have to go through Giannis and Embiid too. So like every one of them gonna have to go through 2 or 3 MVP candidates.
one of them
Not
won't
the
have
not
to.
the
One
one
of
not
them
the
won't
one
have
seed.
to.
But
The
even
one
but
seed
one of them
won't.
gonna have to beat one of them, then go to the East and beat Jokic or Steph or KD. You gonna have to beat an MVP. You gonna have to beat 2 of them. So hey, strap up.
Get ready for that ride.
No matter who you are, strap up.
It's gonna be a very interesting playoff run this year. Man,
I
it's
think
gonna be
because it
very
was just
entertaining.
it was a huge shakeup, like a huge midseason shakeup. I think this one of the. I got to go back and do some research, but this got to be one of the most epic, historic midseason shakeups. Like this was like the season. This was like the off season when KD went somewhere. Then Kyrie went somewhere. It was like one of those off seasons, but it was mid season. So let's stop with this delay. Without further ado, let's get into the meat of this damn burger. You feel me? Let's talk about why the Mavericks cannot get it going with their newly found star duo. How Mark Cuban's once big Grinch smile when it was just KD has turned upside down to a frown now that he got KD. I said KD, I mean Kyrie. Now that he got Kyrie and Luka. Why can't they get it going?
Basketball is a team sport. And when you got 2 people on there that's just better on ball than off ball, it's hard to win. It's hard when it's just you got Luka trying to play team ball, and he ain't played team ball for real his entire NBA career. It's always been on him, and the fact that he trying to play outside his element and share the ball is weird in itself. And it get to the point where now you got Luka that's normally the guy that take the shot, that's second guessing, playing like a high schooler, and this and that. It's hard. It taking time for them to mesh. Lucky for us, we still gonna limp into the playoffs. Where we gonna land, who knows? But we gonna be in the playoffs. But you see small improvements, but it don't mean nothing when you're still losing these games. It don't even matter if you lose by 1 point or you lose by 100 points. A loss is a loss in that tally pointer. But I'm trying to see the brighter side of things and stuff. Like I said, somebody taking the last shot now, so we getting there.
Hey, Luka and LeBron. As much as everybody want to say Luka play like LeBron, Luka get the same stats as LeBron. Luka ain't LeBron.
We could get them type of stats when it's just him. Like
LeBron and Kyrie was alright with they with 16 and 10 from their third star. The same way y'all get 16 and 8 from y'all third star with Christian Wood. LeBron and Kyrie was alright because of the way LeBron orchestrated his triple double.
LeBron was genuine in his efforts to get shots for
He's
others.
actually a pass first triple double, not a score first triple double. It's a lot different. So when he can
and
get
he's
Kyrie
still gonna
going,
get you 30.
and he's still gonna get you 30. So his pass first triple double meshed better with Kyrie, even though they get the same stats. Luka's gameplay and Kyrie's gameplay butt heads more so than LeBron and Kyrie's, even though they say that they play the same way. They don't play the same way.
Yeah, the intent is different. The intent is different. But the crazy thing is like you saying the stuff that I was saying. two ISO players. And I can't remember which out of you two. I got to go back and watch the videos. But one of y'all, at least one of y'all was like, nah, they'll be fine. They'll be straight. And I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. Because when I even brought up the list of the ISO players, the top, whatever ISO players, and both of them was up top. And I was like, how are they going to make it work? How are they going to make it work? So now we're sitting here saying two ISO players, Luka having to actually pass the ball, not just pass to pad his stats. And it's like, bro, that's everything that I was saying in the beginning. Well, I was like, that just ain't really make sense. And you seen, I'm like, and I was even questioning, yes, Kyrie, because I was even looking when Kyrie was getting them dubs with no Luka, Kyrie was also floating around 10 assists a game. 10 assists a game. Then Luka came back. Luka can't even get his Luka numbers with the triple doubles and all that. Like, he not doing that. And now you seeing this to the point to where it's like, I explained, I said, you gave up so much to get Kyrie, but you didn't, it's certain things that you need. You already lack defensively. And now you went even deeper into the hole defensively. But you try to replace it by getting a Justin Holiday, but a Justin Holiday is not a Dorian Finney-Smith. And now you're starting to see where it's like, okay, even if we score, we can't stop them from scoring to save our damn lives. Then you don't even play big to answer the call of another big. So you losing in the paint, you losing on the perimeter, and now you got Kyrie with his self-imposed pressure, and we don't know what that's going to amount to. Then you get Luka frustrated and yelling, like, what, Luka finished like yelling at his teammates again? That ain't going to get you nowhere. So they done lost. Out of all the games they done played, the only games they done won is the games with just Kyrie, and then they won one game with Luka and Kyrie.
What you need is, you got to realize that LeBron James got everybody else involved, and Kyrie got to go be Kyrie. If Kyrie's giving you 10 assists, Kyrie's not going to be in Kyrie. But Luka's not getting everybody else involved when it's 10 assists. He's giving you Westbrook assists. I'll get to the rim and just drop it off. I'll get to the rim and, I ain't got nothing, I'll just kick it out. He's not actually making his teammates better, where LeBron was actually giving you those 10 assists, 8 assists, 9 assists, where I'm going to go get my 27, but I need to get my team going. I need y'all to get going. I need y'all to go beat Kyrie. If he giving you 10 assists, y'all probably gonna lose the game. And that's
so if you look at this, this is Kyrie. This is Kyrie and Luka. 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 So you see all the teams that they losing to. It's like, come on, y'all should be getting them dubs. But we'll continue this. We're gonna continue to assess. You already know what it is. It's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuell reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS. And it's been real. It's been real good. And it's the top of the key. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, get at us. All the above. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up later.
Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it bad. These just my confession. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak